Good evening. This is Reverend Natalie Jean. Today's segment is called It's Time to Take Action. Yes, it's time to take action. It's time to make a decision about how you want to live your life. God gave us free will to do what we want, and we must decide what we want and what we need to do. We need to decide what our passions are, what we love. We need not stay with human conditioning that if there's a passion that we have that we can't make a lot of money, who is our source? It is God. God is the person that moves us each and every day. God gives us that power to decide the thing that we want. And if we are in tune with God and connected, then what else is there? There can only be good. There can only be success. There can only be supply. We must not give in to the human conditioning that because you do, let's say you're an artist, that the only time that your artwork is going to be successful or somebody's going to buy it is when you make your transition. That is a falsity. That is a human creation. So we as spiritual beings need to decide or need to change these words and decide that if you are an artist, you're going to be the greatest successful supplied artist in this universe. And you can do it, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. You need to believe that you are worthy and deserving of this success, of this supply. How do you do that? You need to stay connected with the one. You need to know that you are connected with God. And I don't like to use the word believe anymore. You need to know it. It needs to become second nature. It needs to be the first thing you think of. When you wake up in the morning, just acknowledge your God self. You say, I am the perfection. God never makes mistakes. I am supplied. I am successful. I am all that I am supposed to be. And you will see your life move in many wonderful directions. Now, you have to understand that God is your support. Don't go to outside conditions. That means once you have asked or you've called on to God for what is already there, because we're bringing the invisible to the visible. I always talk about not praying for things because you're actually saying that you have a lack, you have a need. But in actuality, once you open your eyes to your own consciousness, to your own connection to God, you will see that these things are already here. You will see these things bring forth. They will come forth to you at an instant, and you will be so shocked and amazed that all this time you had this power and you didn't understand it. But also, understanding comes when we are ready to become connected. So it's your move. You need to decide what you're going to do, how you're going to take action in your life. Today I had a wonderful experience. Today I did my Air Force Cycling Classic ride. It's an 8-lap, 62-mile ride. And I did it under beautiful weather. I did it with God. A lot of people will ask me, how do you do so many things? I said, God is my source. God is my support. God is my strength. So I am able to get on a bike after a year not riding. I teach cycling, indoor cycling, but riding outside is a totally different thing. And I did receive my silver medal, which I am so proud of. Now, this is my 3rd year doing it, and I may do it again next year. I may find another adventure. But I seek to do the things that are my passion. And you should do that. A lot of people, which is sad to me, say they don't know what their passion is. They don't feel that sense of love. That is because they are so not aware of who they are. They're still trying to gain that satisfaction to understanding why they are here, where they are going, why is life so difficult. But life is not difficult. We make life difficult because of our mindset, our consciousness. Today, many times we will hear about tornadoes. We will hear about earthquakes, ripping people's homes, cars flying away, dogs flying away, animals flying away, people making their transition because of these things. And a lot of people want to blame God, but you really can't. Because all of this that's going on around us is basically our consciousness that is moving the energy, moving Mother Nature. We don't even love our nature. We don't love our environment. And we need to learn to love our environment as we love ourselves. There's a connection around the world with the grass, the trees. We are all connected to these things. Why? Because they are God. They are the source of God. Remember that even in Christian Science, spiritual science, we don't believe in sin, sickness, death, or even sometimes taking medication, going to the doctor. But there is nothing wrong with feeding from the earth Everything around us, there are herbs out there that can cure so many things that are out there because they come from God. Remember that. I know people that have taken certain type of herbal remedies and they had the C word, which I don't like to use, which is cancer, and they've taken these herbal remedies and that thing which was not there in the first place was gone. In Las Vegas, there's a place on the way to the Grand Canyon where there are herbs, trees from God that can cure all kinds of things. So don't shy away from the earth, the nature, the universe, because that is all God. That is all God. The thing also with doctors is that God works through doctors at times. I'm not a person that likes to go to the doctor. I don't like to take pills, but I am in tune with God and I will ask God what it is that I need to do. You need to understand your connection. You need to take time every single day to work with God. God is just there waiting for you to acknowledge. And God doesn't just say, hey, hi, how are you? Thank you for my little miracles every day, because we do get miracles every single day. They may be small. Miracles don't always have to be big. They can be minute, small little things. We are here and we are supposed to be blessed. We are supposed to inherit the kingdom. We are supposed to have these many mansions that are here. But we are only going to see those mansions once we decide to wake up. Wake out of this dream state that Emma Curtis Hopkins talks to us about. Once we wake up, we're going to see the true world as it was meant to be. We're going to understand that when we speak the truth about our being, it stays firm. That truth does not change. We are beautiful. We are perfection. And we need to start seeing this. We don't need to listen to the noise of outside beings asking us all the time, what is it that you're into now? Why are you doing this? Oh, you're too crazy. How do you do this? We need to concentrate on the power at hand, and that is you and I. We need to wake up every morning knowing that God is there. In the face of error and challenge, you can yell at the error and tell it, you do not exist. Be gone. God is the only power that can enter this home. God pays all my bills. I know I owe no man nothing. Because God is my source. God is my Father. And that is all that I need to know. You can say it silently. You don't even have to say it if you have bills coming in, debtors or whatever. You say it silently to them while they're talking to you, saying, well, this is an attempt to collect a debt. Oh, I've heard it. And you say, thank you. And you tell them what you will pay, because you are the person that is in charge. They will try to do all kinds of intimidation tactics. They don't work, because if you allow them to work, then you're saying that there is something greater than God that is stopping you from doing the things that you need to do, you need to clear your life up. And you are the only power that is there. You are the greatest thing that is out there, the greatest spirit that can move throughout this life. God is your support, and God must provide for you in all the things that you require. But it is not a need that you need. You say, God, bring it forth from the invisible to the visible. Let me see your greatness. Let me see your move. There are many people that have come into contact that want long, flowy, beautiful hair. Just imagine it, visualize it, see it growing. Know that there's nothing that can hinder the process of growth in your life. Manifesting growth. You might want to buy a plant, grow it out, see how beautiful it is. Make a choice today. Decide how you want to live your life. Do you want to be a spiritual being, or do you want to just walk throughout life just getting by? Do you want to love everyone on this earth, or do you want to hate people and see destruction all around you? Because hate, that's the only thing that it can bring to you. Do you want to help in the Emma Curtis Hopkins movement? Read her books, buy them, learn more about Emma Curtis Hopkins. Let me tell you something. Eventually, we're going to have a book based on some letters that she wrote that I have, and it is amazing how Emma Curtis Hopkins won. There is a human conditioning about her. She had her human times, but she stayed true to God. She stayed true to the power within her. So today, make a decision. Decide if the spiritual way is your way